Hiya crafters, Amy here with Amy's Wares, and I have some mid-month inspiration in the way of a sympathy card. Now this brand new mixed patterns stencil is the mid-month release. I also have Opalescent Gotham Gray and Tattered Rose and Hickory Smoke Distress Oxide. Now here's a photo of the finished card. It came together really quickly. I was excited to play with my oxides. I don't reach for them as much as I should, but I used this fun Deckled edge rectangle die to cut down a panel of 120-pound accent opaque cardstock, and I'm going to use my makeshift workstation here. It's a low-tack sticky mat, and I'm figuring out what part of this mixed pattern stencil I want to use. As you can see, there's all different variations all within this one stencil, which is really cool because you can move it around and create all sorts of different looks just within the one stencil. So after messing about for a bit, I end up finding the section that I want to use, and I'm going to use some old school blending foams. I find that I don't like the way that blending brushes gunk up with Distress Oxide, so I tend to gravitate towards these wooden handles and the little foam Velcro bits to lay down the ink in this case. So I'm starting with the Tattered Rose first and then coming in with the Hickory Smoke, and I am overlapping a little bit just to kind of give it some give it a nice blend and a little variance, but really it was super simple. I just kind of started in 3 different areas. I'll typically do that. I'll try and put the ink down in 3 spots, kind of like a triangle, and then work around it with the next colors. And I feel like these work perfect with that new card bling color. That actually came out last month. In May. There's 6 new colors and they are gorgeous. And this one is so cool because it kind of reflects that peachy color and the gray, and I felt like it was a perfect mix. So this case I'm going to use this with Sympathy. They're both cut out in white, and the reason that I do that is because I like to be able to custom color them on demand. So rather than coloring the fiddly little die cut words, I decide to custom color the background shadow layer instead, and these are from Simon Says Stamp. I'll try and remember to link anything that I used in the video description box below. If you expand and scroll down, you'll find those details, and if you do use my link, it really does help me out. It's no additional cost to you, but many of them are affiliate links, and that really does help out your favorite crafters. So I'm going to show you how I like to apply liquid glue to little fiddly dies like this. Many different ways to skin a cat, but I found that this is a quick and easy way. I have these little makeup sponges that I got from the dollar store, and I'll put down a little blob of liquid glue and then just kind of pounce the glue on the back. So I feel like this helps offset any oozage, which drives me nuts with liquid glue, as you guys probably have heard me complain about before. So I feel like this is a nice way to lay down some ink without having too much kind of coming out the edges. So I'm going to do that on both the words and the tittle, and then I will put, actually I think I used just a little blob of glue for the tittle, and then I'll use a little ink or a little stamping block just to put some weight on it while it cures with the glue. So to pop it up a little bit, I'm using this 1-inch foam tape. I believe it's 1 millimeter thick, so it's not super thick. It's not going to stand up too much off of the card and shouldn't cause any issues with shipping, but it does give it a little bit of separation and dimension from the base. And that is 120-pound accent opaque cardstock that I'm working with. Oh, and then I decided to pop up the sentiment a little bit too. So together these 2 layers will only be 2 millimeters, which is kind of the thickness of most of the foam tape that's on the market before they started coming out with this thin stuff. So I kind of made life difficult for myself here and created a bunch of little tiny pieces that I had to ultimately fiddle with and then take the backer off. So a way to offset this, if you have a shadow layer, you can just cut a shadow layer die cut out of foam, or you could cut a bunch of layers of cardstock to give yourself dimension. So lots of easier ways to do this than what I did here, but it works. It got the job done. I added the bling 3 and 3 on the top and bottom of the composition, and that's going to finish the card. So I feel like this is subtle and pretty, but not too flashy, not too happy, because ultimately it is a sympathy card, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So you can get this stencil for the first week on discount, plus use my coupon AmyFan10 for even bigger savings. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.